Um, today is June 26th, 2016, and yes, indeed, we are approaching half of the year. I've been misrepresenting. We are not over half of the year. We're nearing over half of the year, which will be approaching in 4 days. And then we will be indeed over half of the year will be over 2016. What have you done? I've done some things. Let me see something here. Uh, looking for something with this to. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do without that. Race is a construct. Race has no um, weight, validity, no logic in DNA or what is real race. If we were all different races, we wouldn't be able to have babies with each other. And by we, I mean you motherfuckers, because I never had a baby. Today is June 2016. And I just want to I'm going somewhere with this. And I just want to just talk about the fact that it is no fun where there's one. Where there's one of these socially constructed so called black single mothers. Motherfucking don't make eye contact with them. Do not talk to them. Wherever they work, do not go. Because if they're working somewhere, it is a constructed environment in which you lose and they win. Because okay, don't go into corporate restaurants because they're in there. Corporate restaurants get bonuses for hiring these mugs. I can go on.
Let's bring Sergeant Adam Bernstein. He's a public information officer with the Virginia Beach Police Department, the department that is investigating this terrible incident. Officer Bernstein or Sergeant Bernstein, can you tell me how the police were even notified that this mother?
What is that? What is that? They're the same one.
Her children were in trouble.
Yes, Sonny. Friday morning, shortly before 5 a.m., we received a 911 call from Mr. Aiken, who is the husband of the suspect, Loretta Aiken. He came home from work and discovered his wife and his two young children all in the bedroom, and they were all not responsive. He also noticed that there was some food and prescription medication kind of scattered out throughout the room. So he immediately calls 911. Officers are dispatched. We're on scene within 3 minutes. In the meantime, while he was on the phone with the dispatcher, he began to shake his wife and kids to try to get them to wake up and come to. And they were in the midst of kind of becoming responsive as officers arrived on scene. Once officers arrived on scene, they were able to get all three, the mother and the two children, responsive, get them transported to local hospitals. The two children were transported to a local children's hospital. The wife was transported to a different hospital, where all three are expected to make a full recovery. And like you said before, the wife is now being held in the Virginia Beach Correctional Center on 2 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of adulteration of food and drink. And the two children are now back home with the father.
Well, Sergeant, I mean, this is so unusual, right? A mother poisoning her own children and then attempting to kill herself. What do you make of this? What has your investigation revealed? Is this a situation?
No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's not unusual at all. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's not unusual at all. That's one of the things about investigative journalism. I used to look at. I used to look at 2020 back in the day, John Stossel, and catching these bugs. But you know what? It's not unusual. Today is June 21st, 2016. It is summer. We are over half of 2016. I don't care to weigh in on is she a fake or is she not a fake. Patience Carter is so typical of the modern hair weaved wearing narcissistic the narcissistic. Was not quite what I was thinking about. Having an excessive or erotic interest in one's self and one's physical appearance. I always thought a narcissist was someone who created issues, and then maybe that's a symptom of narcissism. Excessive or erotic interest in oneself, one's physical appearance, psychologically, extreme selfishness. Yeah, with great the modern so-called black woman. This is what this one did to her children. She was a school. A former teacher who laced her two young children's grape juice with windshield wiper fluid. Yeah, I'm going to read that again. A former teacher who laced her two young children's grape juice with windshield wiper fluid, then drowned them in a bathtub, promised on Tuesday to raise awareness of postpartum depression before a judge sentenced her to 8 years. All right? Motherfuckers get 15 years for like having a little cocaine. The modern black woman is the untouchable. They can do anything. They have complete immunity to whatever behavior that they have. That is the look. The girl that dropped my food on the floor at the grocery store like I said, I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care. There are people in my family who don't like me. I don't care. It's a free country. But while I'm paying my money, you're going to do your job right, at least with a certain amount of care. I don't need sugar and spice and everything nice. But don't make any mistakes, all right? Don't cheat me out of my money. No one hates the black man more than this. Anyway, I digress. She's going to raise awareness for depression before a judge said. Now, the reason why she did this is because her husband cheated on her. So, like they have a tendency of doing, do not believe anything that I say. Go make your own videos. Go look up. Go do your own research. I'm happy to have views. I'm happy to try to bring awareness, but I don't get paid for this yet. So, don't believe me. Do your own research. But anyway, yeah. Her dressed in all white suit, her hands cuffed behind her. Lizette Bamiga spoke quietly to Judge Martin. Of course, they speak quietly when they're speaking to white people. Who found her guilty April 4th of manslaughter in the July 2012 deaths of 4-month-old Violet, 4-year-old Trevor. She had been charged with murder, but her attorney argued she suffered a crippling diagnosis of postpartum psychosis. Never in my mind would I hurt anyone, especially my children who meant the world to me. After this tragedy, I'll make it my mission to raise awareness about postpartum depression so that other families won't suffer through what I've suffered through. That's the narcissist. That is the narcissist right there.
In the name of time, I'm going to go ahead and suspend this, but what the fuck did you say? What the fuck did you say, motherfucker?
And the two children are now back home with the father.
Well, Sergeant, I mean, this is so unusual, right? A mother poisoning her own children. What? Whoa, the fuck on. It's so unusual? What did... Yeah. No, it's not unusual. It's not unusual for them to be there. Attempting to kill herself. What do you make of this? What has your investigation revealed? Is this a situation of revenge poisoning? Perhaps domestic violence going on in the family? The husband trying to leave the wife and she wants to... Okay. I was a cab driver. I think I told this story before in here. In Atlanta, in Decatur, Georgia. Atlanta, Decatur, Georgia. Oh no, hey, shut up. You know what? Within a certain space, without that space, there was a certain amount of distance that I would go that I would give you a ride for free. But then there was another distance that I need to see the money up front. Tell your story walking. They always have a story about why she was so oppressed by her loins. She couldn't keep the dicks out. She couldn't wait till she got married. They always find an excuse for these mugs, man. Send a message to her husband that she's gonna take her kids with her, and he'll never see them again. What is really going on here?
This is an extremely unusual case. It's the first type of case that I've heard. I've been with the police department for over 10 years. The suspect did give a full interview with the detective and gave her justification as to why she did these things. But unfortunately, I can't get into her exact statements with the detective because it's still pending in court, and there's a lot of things that are going to come out in court.
Well, did she give any indication during the hearing as to what her motivation was? The open hearing that we can all talk about?
Yeah, she had a bond hearing. She did talk about her previous psychiatric history, but I don't believe there was any motive was brought up in the bail determination hearing.
Where there's one, there's no fun. I'm going to get to her.
Also on the edge tonight, imagine inheriting thousands of dollars only to be told that you can't even touch the money.
It's happening right now to a woman in Detroit. Her entire account is frozen, and now she's worried she won't be able to pay her bills. Fox News' Dave Spencer joining us live with that story. Dave.
Taryn, this single mom says her son's graduation party has been put on hold. She's not sure how long the lights will stay on in her home. The thing is, she has all the money she needs, but right now, it's worthless.
I feel like my money is being held hostage.
A mother of 4 has the money to support her family. She just can't get it.
Every single dime is tied up in that bank.
And her bank, Bank of America, says it's just doing...
Today is June 26, 2016. And I'm trying to show how convoluted reprobated sincerely skewed. You were getting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars out of the bank. You have a hair weave which costs at least $1,000 or less. Let's go with 500. All right. Now you don't have food. You don't have rent money. Help me, Heavenly Father, Yahshua, Elohim, Emmanuel, Jehovah. Help me.
By the book in the name of protecting customers. This all started with a personal tragedy.
I had a little brother and he passed away. And
I had a little brother. He passed away. No, you don't hear any of that. My father, I shed tears every day, and I won't share them with you. All right? I make my own. But listen to this mother talk about she had a brother that passed away. And she'll show more passion about being denied thousands of dollars, being denied more money after she got thousands to pay something that probably cost $1,000, like her hair weave, and her rent and her food. I mean, because you can buy a lot of food for like $5,000. And don't tell me, because I know about neck bones, and I know about livers and ears and tails and tongues.
Just doing things by the book in the name of protecting customers. This all started with a personal tragedy.
I had a little brother and he passed away. And my dad had a lawsuit from that.
From that lawsuit, more than $50,000 wired straight into her bank account on May 20th. The procedure, she was told, was to place a 2-hour hold on the money while the bank investigates its origins. After that, it's hers to do as she pleases. And she did, withdrawing thousands just days apart without a problem.
I went to 2 banks before that, drew 8,000, drew 5,000, no questions, just swipe your card and enter your PIN, man.
Hold on for a motherfucking second. Hold up. Hey. I don't know what this shit you talking, but come on. Hey. I'm looking at your living room. You don't look like somebody who is put upon. Wait a minute. You just got $13,000 and you. This is, you know what? I'm not shocked. You got $13,000 out of the bank. Look at the way this one is looking. Look at the way this person, her body language. You're getting clowned. $13,000, and this is all you have in your place of residence, and you are about to get thrown out of the bank, out of the fucking house, because the bank threw you out of your account because shit looks suspicious. You are suspicious. You are suspect. And don't believe me, but you are guilty.
Then her car was totaled on May 24th. So she went to get another $5,000 at the branch in Dearborn.
The guy behind the counter. He started asking me where did I get the money from and a bunch of questions. And I told him I feel like that's none of his business. So I'm going to go to another branch where I feel more comfortable.
And when she went to that second bank,
they told me my account was on hold. It has been frozen for fraud.
So Anderson started asking questions and admittedly got upset.
I feel like you guys are discriminating against me. Is it because I'm black? And then that's when she began to, I don't know exactly what she said, but she said I was being something, and then she told me to leave out the bank because I was upset. Yes, I was, because this is my funds. Why can't I receive my funds?
Since then, she claims she's been in the dark as to why. In the meantime, bills and hungry mouths are starting to mount up.
My rent is due today. I have 4 children. What am I supposed to do?
What the fuck did she say? You just got $13,000 out of the bank. These are her words. She's when it got $13,000 out of the bank, and she's
just swipe your card and enter your PIN, ma'am.
Then her car was totaled on May 24th, so she went to get another $5,000 at the branch in Dearborn.
The guy behind the counter, he started asking me where did I get the money from and a bunch of questions, and I told him I feel like that's none of his business, so I'm going to go to another branch where I feel more comfortable.
And when she went to that second bank,
they told me my account was on hold. It has been frozen for fraud.
So Anderson started asking questions and admittedly got upset.
I feel like you guys are discriminating against me. Is it because I'm black? And then that's when she began to, I don't know exactly what she said, but she said I was being something, and then she told me to leave out the bank because I...
Okay, she said you were being something. Let me guess what she probably said. Let's go with bombastic. Bombastic. High sounding but with little meaning. Inflated, bombastic. Let's go with belligerent. What was she being? I can guess. Belligerent. Let's. Hostile. Yep. Hostile and aggressive. A bold-necked, belligerent old man. Engaged in war or conflict or recognized by intentional law. Bitch. Bitch. Dog. A female dog, wolf, or otter in a difficult or unpleasant situation or thing. All right. I'm going to go with number 3.
So she went to get another $5,000 at the branch in Dearborn.
The guy behind the counter, he started asking me where did I get the money from and a bunch of questions, and I told him I feel like that's none of his business, so I'm going to go to another branch where I feel more comfortable.
And when she went to that second bank,
they told me my account was on hold. It has been frozen for fraud.
So Anderson started asking questions and admittedly got upset.
I feel like you guys are discriminating against me. Is it because I'm black? And then that's when she began to, I don't know exactly what she said, but she said I was being something, and then she told me to leave out the bank because I was upset. Yes, I was, because this is my funds. Why can't I receive my funds?
Since then, she claims she's been in the dark as to why. In the meantime, bills and hungry mouths are starting to mount up.
My rent is due today. I have 4 children. What am I supposed to do? I got to be to work tomorrow morning. I work in West Bloomfields. I have no vehicle to get there. What am I supposed to do?
All right, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have a job. You have a job. You have a job. And you have $50,000 plus you have a job. And today you have nothing. You need to know where everything. This is the reason why I say Where there's one, there's no fun. Where there's two, you better run. Where there's three, I will not be. I got to get on with this.
And she told me to leave out the bank because I was upset. Yes, I was, because this is my funds. Why can't I receive my funds?
Since then, she claims she's been in the dark as to why. In the meantime, bills and hungry mouths are starting to mount up.
My rent is due today. I have 4 children. What am I supposed to do? I got to be to work tomorrow morning. I work in West Bloomfields. I have no vehicle to get there. What am I supposed to do when I haven't done anything wrong here?
Bank of America issued this statement regarding Miss Anderson's situation. We frozen the customer's account under the terms of our deposit agreement and disclosures. In the agreement, if at any time we believe a customer's account may be subject to irregular, unauthorized, fraudulent, or illegal activity, we may, in our discretion, freeze the funds in the account and in other accounts they maintain with us without the liability of the customer until we are able to complete our investigation of the account and transactions.
I thought I was being safe with my money going to the bank, but it seems I'm safer putting it under my mattress.
I spoke with a banking expert tonight who told me that under the Patriot Act, clerks often undergo training to spot fraudulent activity. And he also told me that it's not really cut and dry rules. A lot of times these clerks are using their training and their intuition when they decide whether or not to flag an account as fraud. Live in the newsroom, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Well, Dave, you can understand this woman's frustration. Did the bank indicate how long the investigation will take?
They didn't really give us a timeline. They said they will notify the customer, however, once there's been progress made in this. But the customer, Miss Anderson, told me it could be up to a year is what she was told.
Well, let's hope they resolve it sooner than later. Thanks, Dave.
I didn't come here looking for trouble. I just want to just let you know your enemy is not, and I'm getting to you. Tommy Sotomayor is tremendous.
Hey guys, it's Tommy Sotomayor. Here's the complete interview of the young woman, mother of 6 children, 30 years old. Here's a complete interview in which she gave to the newscast, in which she tried to describe what happened that led up to her having her kids removed after she beat the hell out of her children. Now, many of you may not like the story that I provided before, but you're going to have a chance to listen.
I got my ass kicked for things that I've done and things that I didn't do. You don't know how much it hurt. You cry and cry and cry till you get your ass kicked for something you didn't do.
Her complete description of what happened, who she is, and how she's being portrayed. You're going to be able to get an understanding and give your own thoughts. So go ahead, check it out.
It's been hell. I never could imagine trying to be a good mother would end me up in jail with a criminal record, like I'm a predator out to hurt my kids, who I live for. That's my world. Everything revolves around them. Everything I do.
So, you beat the blood out of what you love. I have never, ever hit a child as an adult. And by as an adult, I mean like 15, 16, 17 years old. I've never put my hands in anger on a child. Go on.
It's for my kids. And because I didn't want him to commit another crime and did what I was raised to do and what my mom did to me. I'm a bad person, and I don't think it's right at all because I'm mad and I really love my children to death.
Why? And take me back to Friday when this happened. Just walk me through it.
Friday, I was at work, and my older son was inside, and my neighbor was looking out. And she called me and told me that I needed to get to my house, that she seen my sons.
My older son, she doesn't even have names for the children. My older son, look, this is another aspect. But this is how cold and reptilian and cold blooded they are.
I'm a bad person, and I don't think it's right at all because I'm mad and I really love my children to death.
Why? And take me back to Friday when this happened. Just walk me through it.
Friday, I was at work, and my older son was inside, and my neighbor was looking out. And she called me and told me that I needed to get to my house, that she seen my sons and their friends going in my house with bags of stuff, looked like they broke into someone's house. So I was working right around the corner from my house. So I left work, and in a process, I made it to my house probably in 3 minutes. And they were actually in there with the stolen items. They were jumping out the window with some stuff. They had some running out of the doors. So I just, ran in the house and trying to catch them to stop to get the stuff so I could give it back. And I just grabbed the belt off of the dresser and whooped them. Like, I called up many butt whippings for, not doing what I was told. And they landed me in jail with a criminal record.
Well, you're still innocent until you're proven guilty, so you don't quite have the criminal record yet, but you're accused of that's a serious crime.
Yes, and they took my kids from me. I have to put them in someone else's custody.
Show me some tears. Well, yeah, I think one tear is going to come while she's prognosticating.
Stayed away from me. I'm all they have. And it hurts.
6 children.
Yes.
How old is your oldest?
My oldest is 13, 12, 10, 8, 6, and 2. And
you were just trying
I don't know what was going to happen.
You were trying to be a mom who didn't allow your kids to grow up and go to jail.
Yes. I'm from New Orleans, and I see it happening every day. It's a repeating cycle. Right now, their dad is incarcerated. So that was my main thing. I have them in the best of schools. They're on the honor roll all throughout school. They're in magnet schools. And they're just being kids, being followers. So I thought I was showing them this is not what you do. You don't steal people's stuff, what they work hard for. I know how that feels. I didn't have my house broken into. But instead, I'm the bad guy for trying to discipline my kids and show them right from wrong. That's not what you do. I wasn't raised like that, and I won't allow y'all to go that way.
What do you do now?
I'm a chef at St. Joseph.
No. What do you do? What do you do now? You're leaving jail. You have to figure out what's next. What's next for Shaquana Spears?
I don't know. I know I can't live without my children. That's what makes me who I am. I live for them. That's all I have. And I don't know what I'm going to do. The first steps to take. I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know.
What a remarkable story, though, to hear that someone heard your story of you just saying you were trying to be a good mom and came to get you out of jail.
Yes, her name is Miss Windsor Applewhite. She has Come Get Me bail bonds, and she just seen my story and wanted to help, wanted to reach out, and I appreciate her from the bottom of my heart because I don't know what I would have did. I don't have no family here. No one would have been able to come get me, and she did this out of the kindness of her heart in her pocket to come and get me.
Me, guys, after hearing this, I still feel exactly the same way. I think this woman went way overboard in beating her children. And I think she doesn't have a leg to stand on, being as she's the one who chose the father who's in jail. She's living in the deplorable conditions, and that's what you guys need to understand. You take a look at the home in which she currently lives in. You take a look at the neighborhood. And you look at the fact that these children did this in unison. Even if you think that what they did was wrong, you put them in this position to live in these deplorable conditions to where theft seems to be the only way out for them. They have a father who they can look to and see that he has a criminal record. And you think that you have nothing to do with any of this. You said that your mother beat you. As I stated in their other video, how did that work out for you? Did that turn you into a good person? You say they go to magnet schools. You want them to be good people. Did you turn out to be a good person? You're a woman who continued to have children, knowing that you couldn't afford to keep them. If you couldn't bail yourself out for $1,000, how do you expect us to believe that you put your kids in the best schools? Truth is, the government puts your kids in the best schools, not you. And truth is, I don't believe you have straight A students. Straight A students that live in the worst environment ever. And instead of you blaming the environment, you blame the police for doing their job. Your children should be taken away from you. Because if they're as good as you say they are, then they need a better chance than the one you're currently providing them. I'm Tommy Sotomayor. Your opinions are again welcome. The link to my news story will be there. Of course, it's a little bit different than this because I'm a little somber here. I'm out.
You got to respect Tommy Sotomayor and various other people in the bringing awareness. I mean, I just think about my mind gets flooded with where there's one, there's no fun. Where there's two, you better run it. Where there's three, I will not be. And there's just one right here.
I'm wearing red lipstick on dark skin. And for any of you motherfuckers that watch this video and you got something to say about it, I ain't talking to my fans and supporters. Y'all know I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. But it's a lot of people that talk shit. I done heard people talk shit before. Oh, dark-skinned women can't wear what this color lipstick. You ain't gonna tell me what the fuck I can wear. And what, they even go as so far as to try to dictate to you what colors you should be wearing. Who the fuck are you to tell me what colors I should be wearing as a dark-skinned woman? I don't think so. Let me get to the point of why I'm making this video. I had to just get that off my chest. This dude, Kyrie Erving, that's his name, of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, I'm going to make a disclaimer.
Kyrie made a video. I want to wrap this up because this is a big subject, but I just want you to look at LeBron James' wife.
It's not about the starting five all the time. That really makes the team. It's from 6 back to 15. Because when you have all of those emotions and everybody together on the same page, it really makes you an unstoppable team.
It's great to see the St. Vincent St. Mary Marching Band able to make it up from Akron today. I talked to folks in Akron who said traffic on Interstate 77 was backed up all the way to Akron. Grow most.
I just want to make another construct. This is a social construct. It's a fucking basketball tournament. If you said we need to get people to make sustainable food, sustainable electricity, sustainable, to get me off the ball, but no, it's basketball, and they're happy.
13 years since he was an 18-year-old rookie to now a 31-year-old NBA champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, for one thing, he understands what's going on around him a little bit more now. And he understood that he couldn't do it by himself.
Yes.
So he always was trying to incorporate teammates into whatever he was doing because he knew he couldn't do it by himself. And that to me is one thing that really, because he has a game that he probably could do it by himself, but he knows it's a five-man game and you got to have other four guys. He did a great job of leading and not getting too caught up in himself, but getting more caught up into the team concept of the game.
Well, you see, one of the things that we all know about LeBron James has never really been about him. It's been about winning. It's been about helping his teammates succeed out there on the court. And you look at this year, all the things he's done over his...
This is the point that I wanted to make. They can never be happy for you. And they show you in the movies. Look at her face. Look at Mary Jane.
I don't know. I'm lonely. You aren't there for me. I can't do this. It's over.
No. Please. Please don't say that. I know I've been selfish, but I can do better. I can change.
It's not that simple.
We love each other. I love you. We have problems. When people have problems, they work it out. They talk to each other. Look, you see? You know what this is? You know what I want for us?
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
I don't give a fuck if you're Peter Parker, LeBron James. These motherfucking women will never be satisfied. I'm going to go back to LeBron James. I'm going to end this video.
I have a request. My girlfriend will be coming, and I have this ring.
Long story short,
Hello.
he's doing all these things. He's Spider-Man. But the conditioning of the powers that be is that you be subject to some goddess, some bitch who doesn't give a fuck about your accomplishments. Here's your seat. You are on top of the world. But Mary Jane, Spider-Man, who I dug so much until I got perspective. Look at this. Hold on. Look. Look at the look on her face. The reason why I brought this video in is because Mary Jane was a bitch. And she made every attempt to let him know by Spider-Man. It's like, no matter how high you get, no matter how high you get, they'll still be looking down on you. No matter how high. Look at this chick. Could you, like, pretend that you're happy?
Years, it all came together in this series because truly, this is a team that was down 3-1. And the will of LeBron James, as well as Coach Lou and his game plan, helped put this team into a make this team into a championship team.
41-point games in the finals, a triple-double in Game 7, Austin. An unbelievable performance for a guy who is obviously driven. And LeBron has been there 6 years in a row, along with James Jones. 6 years in a row. Those two probably know more than anyone else, despite the fact that they've been there 6 years in a row. But boy, is it difficult to get there, and is it difficult to get back. And you knew he had to think, even down 3-1.
This could go on forever. This is why you are the reason why you didn't get invited to the Kyrie. Because you don't understand. Nobody can stand you. And this is why.
If you did not do this, Kyrie, what you need to do, you need to come out to the public and you need to make a statement and say, you know what? This did not happen. These statements are not true. If you did do it, use a self-hating ass motherfucking coon ass motherfucking nigga. That's what the fuck you is. That's what the fuck you is. You ain't no good. You coming from a long line of self-hating ass, coon ass niggas that continuously throw black women under the bus. Let me tell y'all what the allegations are. What a lot of these websites are reporting, that to celebrate the win, his first win, I guess, in the NBA and whatnot, he threw a yacht party, and supposedly no black women were to be allowed because he supposedly does not like black women. And I did go and Google him because I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I didn't see him with no type of black woman. If y'all got some pictures of him with a black woman, hey, you know what to do. Email it to me. Let alone a dark-skinned black woman. And you can Google him, and you can see what I'm saying. I ain't see him with no dark-skinned woman. That is the honest truth. If you got some pictures of it, I want to see it. So I saw the video. Somebody posted the video. It was on Media Takeout. I saw the video of these white women shaking their asses off of rap music. And I find it so ironic and so paradoxical that these motherfuckers, they love to have one foot in the black community and one foot out. They got the rap music going. You want to be on the black side. And most of these rappers, the majority of these rappers, they came out the vagina of a black woman. A lot of them came out of the vagina of a dark-skinned black woman. Yet, they don't like black women.
All right. Do you understand why? You'll never understand why, but you are the reason why I would never invite any one of you motherfuckers, black ass, constructed, got melanin bitches, to anywhere that I was. I would never invite you anywhere. But anybody who wants them can have them, and you can travel. Make your own videos. Make your own videos. Do your own research. Do not believe me. Where there's one, there's no fun.
Such buffoonery and bullshit. So what I'm saying to you is, if you didn't say this, if it didn't happen, you need to come out. Because I'm so sick and tired of these motherfuckers throwing us under the bus. They embarrass us, and they try to say, oh, we got attitudes. But let me tell y'all motherfuckers something.
Slave mentality. Us, we, our. That's them.
It's nasty bitches, nasty attitudinal bitches, nasty attitudinal white bitches, nasty attitudinal Chinese bitches, nasty.
You understand why you don't get invited anywhere? Because you are typical. Do not believe me. Do not believe anybody else. Make your own videos. Do your own research. Where there's one, there's no fun. Where there's two, you better run. And where there's three, I will not be.
No Indian bitches, it's nasty bitches in all fucking races. You're not gonna put that shit on black women. You're not gonna put it on us. Okay? I'm not gonna accept that shit no more. Because it's a bunch of bullshit, y'all. It's a bunch of excuses that they're